Say it with me. Boundaries. I need what? Boundaries. Yes. Offend people. You kind of push down your desires and how you operate, who you are, your character, your personality, just so that you can fit in. Welcome to my channel, Motivated by Marchetta. This is your girl, Marchetta. So I'm fairly new to YouTube, the YouTube community, but I am here. I make faith-based content, real life content, and my purpose here is I want to impact the girlies, and I know that I have a voice, and God has given me a voice to speak life and motivation since a child. I've been doing this since a child, and I say, you know what? I need to take my gifts to the next level and put them on a social platform. God directed me to do that. At first, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to follow the trends. I wanted to do, the aesthetic videos and all that. And that's cute. I still might do that, but I have to do what the Spirit led me to do. And I understand that faith-based content is kind of trendy. But hey, I'm not even here for that. I'm just here to deliver whatever word that I need to deliver. And hopefully you're here to hear whatever word I need to deliver. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm here to talk about chosen ones have no friends. The dangers of being everybody's friend. Now, if you are a level 10 people pleaser like I used to be, still getting deliverance from, you know what I'm talking about. It's something very dangerous when you try to be everybody's friend. You don't want to step on toes. You don't want to offend people. You kind of push down your desires and how you operate, who you are, your character, your personality, just so that you can fit in. Basically, you're like a chameleon because you try to fit into any environment that you're around. But what I've noticed in trying to be everybody's friends and trying to always communicate your side of things, oh, I don't want to be misunderstood. Oh, I want to be liked. Oh, I just want to love everybody. I just want everybody to come together in communion. I've learned that is very dangerous because, one, it puts a target on your back. People don't really care for people that are extremely nice and extremely open to whatever, because it shows that a lack of self-respect. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't go in society. I'm not saying don't go into society with a nice demeanor and a giving heart. I'm saying just have discernment and understand that most of the time people don't mean you well, and people enjoy being negative. And so you have to actually ask yourself, okay, am I doing this from a space of authenticity, or am I doing this from a space of need and desperation? People can spell desperations, okay? People can spell desperation a mile away, men and women, and they will use it as tactics to have you in situations that you never, ever thought you could be in a million years. I'm telling you now. I've seen men have women move across the country with no family, no money, 16 in the middle of Miami, like, no, but for real. And yeah, they knew that person was desperate. They knew they could get them to do anything. And now you're in a situation that you don't want to be in. So here's the thing. You have to build self-respect and get comfortable with saying no. Always being available, always putting yourself out there, always having all the answers, always being the go-to person creates what we call burnout, okay? We don't do burnout, okay? You need to understand another B word, boundaries. Say it with me, boundaries. I need what? Boundaries. Okay, and I'm speaking from a person that had no boundaries, okay? And so once you get that situated, and once you get a confidence in yourself saying, you know what? I don't have to fit in. I don't have to be liked by everybody. If you don't like me, I'm not your cup of tea, okay? I just don't mesh with you, and that's okay. We can still be cordial, but I don't have to be everybody's bestie. I don't have to be everybody's go-to. I can be the villain sometimes. And when I say villain, I know vengeance is mine, said the Lord, so I'm not even going to take it there. But what I'm saying is, you're going to be a villain in somebody's story, and I make peace with that. Pray for people, okay? Wish them well, skedaddle, okay? Because what you're going to do is get yourself in things that you don't even need to be in. People will drag you into situations and conversations that you should not be in, all on the strength of you're always open. You're always in the vicinity. You always have an opinion. You're always just down for anything. Okay, young women, this is how you end up in a group of friends who will leave you in the middle of the road in unfamiliar territory and not think twice. They will leave you with no phone, no food, no shelter, no cash, no nothing, because all your stuff is in their car or all your stuff is in their luggage, and they've decided that they're just gonna leave you there. Okay? So be mindful. Be mindful of always trying to be everybody's friend. You're not gonna be everybody's friend. Okay? Most of the time when you're ascending higher and you are getting in God's word and He is elevating you, you're not really gonna have a lot of friends. I'm sorry to break it to you. Me, a social butterfly, it broke my heart. Okay, I wanted the big Sex in the City girl group and the trips and all that stuff that came with having a girl group. But you will quickly find out why that is not the life you want unless you are around healed, God-like women that have a foundation within themselves, that know themselves and have a confidence about themselves. If not, run as fast as you can because it's going to get ugly, okay? You have to know that you're set apart. God set you apart for a reason. You're unique. Embrace your uniqueness, okay? Especially the younger girlies that are in high school, even middle school, and you're going through an awkward phase. You don't really like your body. You got pimples. You feel like your hair is not growing long enough, and girls over there, they got designer bags and designer this and tablets and stuff, and you know that your family can't really afford that. And you are where you are. You're making it do with what you got. Hold on, because help is on the way. I know it doesn't feel comfortable. I know it feels like the end of your world, but I'm telling you now, half of those girls, when they graduate high school, I'm not going to say too much, but you're going to bloom and you're going to blossom the way God wants you to. May not be right now. You may feel like you're not, but everything is happening for a reason. Everything is coming into play, and you will excel. You will succeed. You will become the woman that God destined you to be. But there's a time and a place for everything. Stop being in people's faces, okay? Stop telling everybody your business. Stop laughing with everybody. Everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. They see a light in you. They see a light in you that they don't see in themselves, that they probably never have seen because they're so negative and so disrespectful in life. And life mirrors back what you put out. And so they see that, and you might not even see it. You don't see it yet. But I'm telling you, beware of jealous people. Beware of people that always have something to say about what you're doing and what moves you're making. You know how you limit this? Close your mouth, open your eyes and your ears. Close your mouth, open your eyes, and open your ears, okay? Observe around you. Observe these people around you. See how they move. If they move like that with one person, you betcha they're going to move like that with you. You got it. Tell her what she's won. Ew, I digress. But this is a real thing. It's not to be played with. You're playing a dangerous game by associating yourself with everyone. I'm going to tell you now. It's taken me a couple lessons to understand that. God really had to yank me out of places and yank me from people's lives, because guess what? I want to save everybody. I want to be Little Miss Sunshine and sprinkle motivation and scriptures and prayers, and you can do everything you put your mind to. And girls, we're going to shine and be the light of the world. And guess what? Then people don't care. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about them. They have no self-respect. They have no discipline. They have no self-love. And so they will drag you down in that pit, and you'll wonder where your spark went. Okay? You can't be everybody's friend. Okay? Make your friend requirement so strict that you need a 2-step verification process. Okay, some of you may not know what that means, but you know when you log into an email or you log into your phone and it requires a second step to verify that it's you besides your password, you may get a text with a code. That's how you need to do your friendships and people that want to be in your space. Because it's real out here. The enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy. And guess what? They'll come pretty packaged, perfect deception. Pretty packaged, perfect deception. That's what they'll come as. And it will hit you by storm. You won't know what to hit you, but the thing about it is God will keep you, though. God will keep you, and he will redirect your path. But you want to avoid heartache, pain, and struggle by disassociating yourself from these type of people. Okay? You're going to have to be lonely. Go out to eat by yourself. It's not that you're not going to pass out because you're at the bar by yourself. I know people are looking. I know you feel like nobody cares. Okay? I had to learn that, too. People only care about themselves and how they look. Okay? Gotcha. Get over that. Get over that. Okay? They're not paying that much attention. They may glance, they may look, but that's back to them. And so you have to pray and ask God, why are you people pleasing? Why do you operate like this? Why do you let your yes mean no and your no mean yes? Because that is the key. Ask God for confidence in yourself and self-love. You have to get that deep-rooted stuff out of you and move forward. And so this requires work. I know everybody's in their soft girl era and taking it slow. Let's breathe. Let's go to Pilates. Let's get a matcha latte and, sit in the sun, smell the flowers. That's all fine and dandy, but guess what life is about? Balance. And so, I hate to break it to you, there's going to come a time where you're going to have to balance those things, meaning you're going to have to put in some work, and then you're going to have to rest and relax. Put in work, rest and relax. And if you want to change, if you want to make change, and see, change comes in tiny decisions. You just keep deciding that, nope, this is not for me. Nope, I don't operate like this. Nope, that's not a person I want to be around or associate with. You keep making those decisions. And guess what? Before you know it, you don't even recognize yourself in the mirror because guess what? You have become a new woman. God has rid you of worrying about what people think and what they're going to say. You just move with a different confidence. You exude confidence. You exude authority through Jesus Christ. Because if you're getting it from Instagram and TikTok, you're going to fall on your face. Make sure you put God first in everything you do because God has to get the glory regardless, baby. I'm talking to myself. God has to get the glory out of everything that you do. So it's never really about you. It's about God's glory. It's about what he's done for you. Okay? Put God first. Just try it out. You listen, I know it ain't for everybody. I know you got your doubts. You feel like God ain't listening to you. He ain't heard you. Why I need to do that? I need to go get some quick money. I need to go in the direction that everybody else is going. But I'm telling you now, try them out and be consistent. Don't try them out for 30 seconds. You reading the Bible for 30 seconds like, I don't know. You praying for 2 minutes. You back on TikTok like, I don't see. I told you he wasn't. I told you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You got to try him and see. Taste him and see. But you got to have a heart, an open heart, because he knows if you're playing around. If you're playing around, no, ma'am. Get serious about your life. Get serious about who you want to be. And get serious about some self-respect. Okay? For my younger girlies, I'm not really talking to you that harsh. Auntie is not really talking to you that harsh because I understand it's a process. It's a growing process, especially for you girlies that didn't have mothers that were either available or emotionally present. I'm giving grace because this is something that you're going to have to learn through trial and error. But if you take my words and you ask God to help you, you can cut out a lot of trauma and suffering. But to you girlies 25 and older, you know what I'm talking about. You done seen your fair share of life. You done seen your fair share of betrayal. And you done seen your fair share of wanting to be a part of something that God is saying, no, ma'am, I have pulled you apart. I have pulled you apart. I pulled you out of there. You don't know what these girls are talking crap about you when you leave. Okay? One girl stole money out of your purse. Remember that time you was missing money and she helped you look? Yeah. It was, yeah, your best friend. Yeah. Okay? And so God sees things that you can't see because he's all seeing and all knowing. You trying to fight for a relationship and he's trying to tell you, hey, look, this not going to end well. This not going to end well if you keep being hard-headed. If you keep overextending yourself for a person that wouldn't even put a fire out if you were in it. They will let it burn. Okay? Start seeing people for who they are. Ask God for discernment. That's the only way that you can avoid these traumatic experiences. But I'm not going to keep y'all long because I can go on and on about this topic because I am well versed in deception, disrespect to myself, and being disrespected from others because I lacked what? Boundaries. Okay, let's get us some boundaries. Let's get us some self-respect and let's get us some God. Try him out. Okay? He won't fail. He will never fail. If you come to him with a genuine heart, he will show you where you need to be. So that's all that I have for today. Like, share, and subscribe to the video if you feel like this message touched you. Give it a day or two, maybe come back, because you got to keep repeating things so you can get a renewed mind. You know how that goes. But I'll be back with more. I'll be back with more Motivated by Marshetta.